You are now live. Let's share it out. We're going to share it to Love and Action Network's broadcast channel, which if you're not a part of, you can join here on the IGs, the good old IGs. You can join us over in the Telegram. In the Telegram Z's. Live, and one more spot in Team Better Daily Boost, and then I'm gonna share this directly to a couple people that are online. There we go. Okay, hello, Andre and the Flow. I'm also, because I saw the message come through, so before I start, I am going to, we are on Bigo and IG. Okay, good morning. Let's introduce ourselves. What is happening here? Okay. Is it morning? It's still morning in the Midwest. What am I doing? I'm here doing Love and Action's Daily Boost on this lovely Monday. And I'm going to announce the theme, and I'm going to read today's and all that good jazz. What is Love and Action's Daily Boost? It is a place where we boost and get you ready for your day, or catch you later in the day and give you some energy and some tools to help your healing. I am Tara Priolo. I am your resident white-facing, biracial, multi-passionate musician, and I talk about the ish that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same. Love and Action Network is a network, a hub, where we provide tools to help you heal in order to put your love in action. You can find all of that information at lovedandlovable.org, lovedandlovable.org, and it is led by our CEO, Andre in the Flow, at Andre in the Flow on all platforms, Dr. Flow. You can also book Dr. Flow for the love experience. You can book Dr. Flow for coachings. You can book Dr. Flow for a lot of things, so make sure that you're going to lovedandlovable.org. It's also revamped. It's revamped. Today is Monday, July 1st. I'm excited to be here. We're in the second half of the year, y'all. We finished a whole half. We finished a whole half. A half of a whole. Anyway, we're going to start with one of my favorites, We the Urban, as it were. And I'm going to read you some slides. It's the 1st of July thinger. What is it called? Carousel. There's the word. And then we're going to do chakras, and then we will do the melody beady, and we will go from there. So anyway, We the Urban on the 1st of every month has a post that's like, I hope blank is good to you. So today says, I hope July is good to you. And the affirmation of the day is, I trust myself. I can handle this. I am going to get myself exactly where I want to be. And it says, leave an affirmed below if you felt any of these. It's a very interesting call to action. Anyway, let's read, shall we? I haven't read these yet. Things you do have. Life. Inherent value, undeniable talent. Who? Yes, you. Yes, undeniable talent. The present moment, people who love you, the ability to try again, the gift of your intuition, dreams and goals to cultivate, reasons to be proud of yourself, the option to forgive yourself, power to choose your response, a mind capable of positive change, the chance to apply lessons learned, a body to respect and take care of, permission to be a work in progress, and a voice that deserves to be heard. Next slide. I know it doesn't always feel like it, but you're doing a great job. Next slide. Focus on cultivating a life that nourishes your inner self, rather than the one that seeks to impress others. May your July be one of growth, both gentle and profound. No hustle. No hustle. Gentle and profound. Say it with me. I cannot put too much stock into how they perceive me. I am the one who has to live with me. I read that really weird. I'll go back and catch it again. Day in and day out. As long as I know myself, I know peace. That last line, she's deep. She's deep, honey. say it with me. I cannot put too much stock into how they perceive me. I am the one who has to live with me day in and day out. As long as I know myself, I know peace. Sit with that one, y'all. Sit with it. Keep doing you. Progress and peace look good on you. Progress and peace look good on you. July affirmations. Take one before you leave. I am grateful for my journey. I am more than my struggles. I am cool under pressure. I am finding healthier ways to cope each day. I am the savior I've been searching for. I am allowed to feel without judgment. I am present in my mind and body. I am letting go of what no longer serves me. I am turning my shoulds into musts. I don't know if I like that one. Let's put a pin in that one. We might come back to that later. I am leveling up one choice at a time. I am worthy of my own approval. I am enough just as I am. Y'all let me know in the comments or in your own journal or like let yourself know or whatever. How do you feel about that? I am turning my shoulds into musts. I'm turning my shoulds into musts. We don't should on ourselves here. But like, I should clean. I must clean. That makes me delve into like, why should I clean? And like, where is my energy around the must? I don't know if I like that one. Anyway, y'all let me know how you feel. Okay, next. May this month, let me try again. May this month be one of kindness, peace, ease, and progress. Last slide. More nerve in July, more discipline in July, more self-compassion in July, more organization in July, more organization in July, more nourishment in July. Yes, yes, yes. More boundaries in July. Yes, yes. One of my power words today is no, and the other one is resume. I'm going to get to your comments in just a second, Dr. Flo. More presence in July. More presence in July. Your presence. Anyway, okay, let me read this. My shoulds are turning into allows. I didn't like it either. Yeah, I don't think I like the word must. I don't think I like that. I don't think I like it at all. I'm trying to like make it a positive thing. And this, by the way, y'all, is a very good example of like why you have to find, why you could find affirmations that work for you. Because it is one thing to say affirmations that you don't agree with or that you don't believe in, right? So if you say, I am enough, you're not just going to believe that you're enough because you said that you're enough. You actually have to put some energetics behind that, right? And so there are certain affirmations that really don't work for everyone, right? And affirmations shouldn't work for everyone. We're not all the same. We're not all the same person. So you may have to find affirmations that are specific to you. So, I'm turning my shoulds into musts. That affirmation does not work for me. But, the affirmations that do work for me, I am worthy of my own approval. I am more than my struggles. So take the affirmations that work for you and leave the rest behind, right? And I forgot to mention at the top that I do have a baby. If you're new here, baby is kind of coming out of sleep. So if I do have to grab baby, I will grab baby, but sleeping right behind the camera right now. So that's the squeaking that you hear. Okay, so that's interesting. Tell us your favorite affirmations in the comments, or anything that resonated with you from that post. Let's move on. Today is Sacral Chakra Day, which is normally run by Dr. Flo, but I've had it for the last 2 weeks. And I'll just break here to just remind everyone that Daily Boost happens every single day, Monday through Sunday, child. And our practitioners right now are me and Dr. Flo. And so we're kind of experimenting with flipping days, and seeing how we feel. So I don't know who will do each day this week, but we will be here at some point each day for the daily boost. Okay. So you also know, if you've been here, that we're no longer reading out the facts about each chakra, but rather we're asking questions to help you connect to each chakra. So if you're interested in the bare bones, like facts about the chakra, you can scroll back to any of our other episodes, like even up to like episode like 110. There's information on the chakras from there. You can also Google it, and there's also a resource coming soon from the House of Mami Wata, who runs, is owned by Poppy Wata 33, and he does Waiting to Exhale on Sunday. I did hear him mention today that it was coming back multiple times a week on multiple platforms. So y'all just like buckle yourselves in, get ready. I was gonna say all rockets are go, but I think it's all engines are go. I think that's the phrase. I don't do cars, y'all, so like forgive and forget. Okay, reflecting on the sacral chakra, also known as Svadhisthana in Sanskrit, commencing, involves exploring various aspects of creativity, emotions, relationships, and sensuality. Here are some questions to help you delve into these areas and gain deeper insight. Now, y'all know that I just scroll until I see a topic that I like, and then we'll go from there. I'll ask the questions and we can answer them in the chat, or I might answer them, or you can answer them in your notes app or your journal. Okay, let's do the affirmation of today is I feel. So I'm going to go with emotions and feelings. There's 4 questions here. I'll read them twice. Number 1, how comfortable am I with experiencing and expressing my emotions? Number 2, do I allow myself to feel a full range of emotions, both positive and negative? Number 3, are there specific emotions I tend to suppress or avoid? Why? I really had to resist going into a wicked moment. Did that really just happen? Have I actually understood this weird quirk I've tried to suppress or hide is a talent that could help me meet the wizard? Anyway, number 4, how do I cope with overwhelming emotions or emotional pain? I'm going to read them one more time. Number 1, how comfortable am I with experiencing or expressing emotion? Number 2, do I allow myself to feel a full range of emotions, both positive and negative? Number 3, are there specific emotions I tend to suppress or avoid, and why? And number 4, how do I cope with overwhelming emotions or emotional pain? Sing, hashtag yes, hashtag TPM, hashtag she's an opera singer, folks. She really is. She's an opera singer. I just don't sing a lot on the interwebs. That's a lie. I sometimes do. Anyway, I want to answer I want to say something for number 2, and then I would like to focus on number 3 for a second. So number 2, do I allow myself to feel a full range of emotions, both positive and negative? My answer to that question is an easy yes. And one of the ways that I do that is by visiting the emotion wheels at lovedandlovable.org to really help specify, like, if I'm feeling the larger emotion of, let's say, anger or frustration, I can go to the emotions wheel and figure out exactly what I'm feeling. Because maybe it's not frustration, maybe it's control. Maybe it's, like there's different things that are under frustration on that chart. And I need to take this away from myself. That's very annoying. I'm so sorry, y'all. Anywho, how do I cope? Are there specific emotions I tend to suppress or avoid, and why? That's the question that I want to focus on. And the answer is, I would say that there are specific emotions that I suppress publicly, right? Like, you do not often see Tara crying from sadness or crying from hurt or crying from anger. I do suppress those emotions, like, publicly, but privately, I don't really suppress anything. I don't like say what I say, and it's not, there are reasons that I do suppress it publicly. And part of that is indoctrination and being raised that way. And part of that is just wanting to feel my emotions before I fully express them. So that when I'm speaking publicly, it is impactful. And I don't always feel that when I'm in my, like, those emotions that I suppress, that I express what I'm wanting to express in a way that is attachable for others or impactful for others. Anywho, those are my answers. All right, Melody Beatty. We didn't know the theme of the week. Now we do. Drum roll. Week 27 is service. We went from passion to service. Okay? Service. And just a reminder, we are bringing your own belief organization. So if I run across the word God, replace it with something that makes you feel good, or keep God, whatever. Day 1. I'm reading day 1 and day 2. And day 1 is always longer, as you all know. Can you serve yourself? I asked a friend who stopped by for dinner. No problem, he joked. Being self-serving is something I do well. Serving others was first handed to me as a lifeline in early sobriety. I was in treatment for drug addiction, and people told me that if I want to help myself, I need to get involved in activities that serve others. I needed at least for a few minutes each day to forget about myself and think, I just got the notification, and think about someone else. It seemed odd to me that when there was so much to worry about in my own life, I needed to extend myself to others. If I don't think about me, who will? I wondered. A pattern began to emerge. If I engaged in activities that served others, life began to respond lovingly to what I needed to. The right thought, word, or action appeared. The right people, mentors, and helpers also appeared along the way. The right job showed up, sometimes a much better job than I would have thought I desired. Later, I got tangled up in this lifeline. I needed to back off from service for a while and get clear about what felt right to give. I tried to serve in impossible ways. I tried to make people stop doing things they didn't want to stop doing. I lost my clarity on what I was doing and why. When my son died, I didn't have anything to give. I thought, why help others? Why serve them? If I can never have what I want in life, and if this pain is my reward. That triggers another Wicked song. That experience was necessary to my grief, the cocooning, the backing off, the healing of my own wounds. But there came a time when I wanted a life again. And the only way to get a life was to give and to serve. With all its pitfalls and lessons, service isn't just a value that can help in our lives. It's a value that can open up miraculous possibilities. Serving others in a way that respects them and us is the value of the week. I'm going to switch this around really quick and read that again. Serving others in a way that respects us and them is the value for this week. You get to be selfish in your energy. You get to be selfish in your energy. And you get to be selfish and hold your boundaries when serving others. We gotta move quick. Okay, day 2. Day 2. That was a big stretch. You've got to give it away to keep it. That's a slogan many of us have heard. Has anybody else heard that slogan? I haven't. I don't know what that is. Anyway, the truth about service may run deeper than that. Sometimes we've got to give it away in order to get it in the first place. The application of the week is, whenever we are thinking too deeply and too hard about ourselves, it may be time to focus on doing something that serves somebody else. I'll read it one more time. Hello, Megan. Whenever we are thinking too deeply and too hard about ourselves, it may be time to focus on doing something that serves somebody else. I don't know if I like this week. I'm going to have to sit with these 2 readings and then sit with the rest as we go. Because serving others right now, one of the ways that we can best serve others is by shining a light on what's happening in Palestine, by Israel, ceasefire now, and sharing and amplifying things from Palestine as well as Congo, Tigray, the things about the Uyghurs, Haiti, ceasefire in our hearts and minds and the world over, y'all. So I get that, but I also am like, we have to take care of ourselves in order to, yeah, bring your own religion, or bring your own belief, bring your own religion, also bring your own religion. We have to put our own oxygen masks on first. And so I don't know that there is a way that when we are thinking too deeply or too hard about ourselves, I'm not sure that introspection is bad. Sometimes we have to be still and know in ourselves, as Dr. Flo says. I'm wrestling with both of these readings, actually. So, I'm going to take some time with each of them. I'm going to go back and read them again and like see what I agree with and see what I disagree with. And it's okay. Again, like we talked about in the affirmation section from We the Urban, some weeks you're going to agree with wholeheartedly, and some weeks you're not going to agree with. There's a heavy week, I think it's in November, about God's will, right? And who is God? And we had whole discussions last year, like hours long discussions on this. So I just it's okay to disagree, and it's okay to not take all the tools, and it's okay to leave behind what you don't agree with. I'm going to give this a shot because I do believe in serving others. It's one of the things that is a stumbling block for me sometimes, is that I want to create and serve. And I don't think about myself in that process, and that gets me into some trouble, and some limiting beliefs and some wiggly holes. But I think our introspection is our strength. And so I think that this application can be taken. I think the pendulum can swing too far to the other way to bring up something. I think Dr. Flo was talking about that in Throat Chakra Thursday. Yeah, I'm going to have to really sit with that. And I encourage you all to sit with that as well. Anyway, that is all for today's daily boost. Like I said, I don't know which, we're gonna switch it up on you today, or on this week. Jesus, we're gonna switch it up on you this week. So just stay tuned on who the practitioner is each day. But we will be here, and y'all, we don't take a day off because it's a colonizer holiday. Colonizer holiday who? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Get out of here with that. Still have the barbecue, but my goodness, y'all, ceasefire now, okay? So again, that's all. Continue to be anti-racist. Be safe, wear a mask, do good work, make good trouble, and lots of it by calling for ceasefire and calling your representatives and annoying people. That's great. It's great. Push on it, whatever you believe in. Push on it. Make good trouble. I love y'all hardcore. You are loved and lovable. And nobody can change that, even yourself, which also requires introspection. Just saying, it requires introspection, it requires stillness, and requires actually thinking about yourself and trusting yourself and loving yourself and all of those things. Nobody can change it except for you. You are loved and lovable. I could go off on this. I'm very much in disagreement with what I just read. Anywho, it doesn't matter. We'll be back another time. Stay tuned. You can join our VIP events where you will get notified about what time we're going live. And who is going live at lovedandlovable.org. Make sure you visit that. You can find more about me at tarapriolo.com/links. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.